Hundreds gathered outside and inside the St. Augustine Catholic Church in the Treme neighborhood today to pay their final respects to slain 20-year-old Milan Arriola.
She was just a joy. She was a true light in the world.
Arriola, who was a graduate of Warren Easton back in 2012, is also the niece of trumpeter Kermit Ruffins. And members of the New Orleans Police Department and the New Orleans Fire Department lined the streets of Treme in befitting fashion, as Milan Arriola is the daughter of New Orleans Fire Department Captain Roy Arriola Jr. and New Orleans Police Department Officer Amani Ruffins. NOPD Superintendent Michael Harrison and NOFD Fire Chief Tim McConnell said they feel the loss of Milan.
A member of our department lost a child, a member of the fire department lost a child, and it's affecting our entire city and our entire family. And we just wanted to be here to support this family, to support our community, because we feel this loss.
The Arriola and the Ruffins family, just to be here to support them and wrap our arms around them, as I know the police department's doing with their officer. We're doing with Captain Arriola, and we pray for the city, and we know that we will turn this thing around.
The Archdiocese of New Orleans Archbishop Gregory Amen and Mayor Mitch Landrieu were also in attendance. Many wanted to celebrate Milan Arriola's life.
She was an imp as a little kid, you know, always smiling, mischievous, but just always a loving and just a beautiful spirit.
Asali Ecclesiastes says she had known Arriola since she was 8 years old. She said she used to babysit her as a child. And as she spoke about Arriola, she couldn't hold back tears after the funeral.
It's still not real, you know, and the problem is it's compounded by so many other deaths, you know, of our young people. Milan was 20 years old. I mean, 20, like right on the precipice of doing so many things with her life. She had, you know, a beautiful future. And, you know, to have these same issues of violence, which comes from the systemic poverty that we experience here in this city, something has to give. It's an emergency, and it's not being treated as an emergency.
Milan Arriola was shot to death while riding in the passenger side of a car back on July 3rd. NOPD investigators believe that the driver of the car Arriola was in at the time was the intended target of 20-year-old Will Reed. That's the accused gunman who was arrested and booked with second-degree murder just 2 days after the shooting on July 5th. NOPD Superintendent Michael Harrison says they will do everything they can to get justice for Milan Arriola.
We will not give up, but we will do everything we can to make sure Milan didn't die in vain.